everybody to the Aftershow. Thank you very much for your support of our Patreon at patreon.com/P1podcast. And today we've got a Jeopardy game from hacker alias Falcon030. And they have sent us an email to go along with it.
Oh, good.
To tell us a little bit more about this Jeopardy. So, inspired by Victor's bombshell admission that he is an Atari Lynx fan, this Jeopardy game explores Victor Lucas, by the way, on the episode that happened last week.
Not Victor Ireland.
75. Yeah, that's right. This Jeopardy game explores some of the 71 officially published Atari Lynx titles that were not included in Digital Eclipse's Atari 50 compilation. All right, the categories are not NASCAR, that features atypical driving games, handheld Enchanted Castle. This is
we can't see the board, by the way.
Yeah, I know you can't see the board. I'm reading them from the email.
Oh, I see.
As they have additional details that are not
I understand
in the category. Atari games, that is arcade ports of games manufactured by Atari Games Corporation.
Okay.
A potpourri of ports, that's more ports.
Okay.
And then Linked Up, this is multiplayer games that leverage the Comlinks cable.
What's the gimmick behind the Enchanted Castle category?
Arcade ports.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay. So we're going to do one team.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
What we're doing. Okay. What are we calling ourselves?
The Handyman.
The Handyman.
Perfect.
All right. We are going to go in what you've been playing order. That means, Greg, you're first.
I doubt I can name 25. Two things. I doubt I can name 25 Lynx games. And the biggest shock here is that there were over 70 Lynx games.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that many.
No.
And I like the Lynx.
Let's do not NASCAR for 100.
Okay. Read it.
Well, it took a while for me to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was slow coming up.
Was it okay?
Your screen share is going real slow. The difficult driving game.
It would be hard driving.
Hard driving. Yeah.
Hard driving is correct.
Phil and I already know that.
Is it?
But
now I know. Yeah, we got some lag on your
massive lag on your screen share.
That's weird. Okay.
Just so you know, CJ.
We're at 100 points.
Okay, let's do the handheld Enchanted Castle for one. The sequel to the classic pellet munching maze game. That is Ms. Pac-Man, of course.
Ms. Pac-Man.
Which was indeed released on the Lynx.
Indeed. Did you actually see that come up?
I did, yes.
Okay, good. Let's do Linked Up for 100. The third game in the classic hack and slash arcade dungeon crawler series.
Gauntlet 3?
That's going to be Gauntlet 3. It still has not come. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there we see it.
It finally came up.
Okay.
But yes, that would be Gauntlet 3.
I'm going to be honest. So far, I knew about all these games.
Yeah. Oh, Gauntlet the third encounter.
Are we counting that?
I don't think we can count that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're being very, very stringent with the rules here.
All right.
Okay.
We're at 100 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's stay in the hundreds. Atari games for 100.
Okay.
You'll have to wait for a minute until I can see it. There we go. Oh, there we go. The game that there was a time for in the 90s. Well, that's Clax.
Absolutely.
So I actually did own a Lynx.
Yeah.
And one of the two games I owned was Clax.
Nice.
I loved Clax. You played it
vertically.
Yeah.
To match the Tate arcade screen.
Yes.
Let's do another handheld Enchanted Castle for 2.
Did I tell you, by the way, that somebody tried to say that the Tate mode actually just Tate mode because that's short for rotate?
Yep, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's incorrect.
Incorrect.
Yeah. The quintessential twin stick shooter without the twin sticks. So
Robotron?
there was a Robotron. I'm trying to remember if it was just called Robotron.
Robotron.
Or
Hello,
2084.
Robotron. 2088,
hello.
yeah.
2084. 2084.
2084.
2084.
I think it was just called 2084. I don't think that there's
Robotron
like
2084.
Yeah, let's just say that.
It's not Smash TV. Did they make Smash TV for Lynx?
No.
Okay. Robotron 2084 is correct.
There we go.
Yeah.
And I mean,
300 points.
Robotron, that's your quintessential one.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. All right. I'm going to do Potpourri of Ports for 100. The game about the Daily Sun. I'm going to say this is Paperboy.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
Paperboy. Yeah.
That's right.
Paperboy.
God, I love Paperboy. I didn't play the
Paperboy.
Lynx version, but NES
Paperboy's
Paperboy,
correct.
boy, I rented that game a lot.
Oh, yeah.
The arcade one was with the actual handlebars.
Yeah, the arcade that we used to go to down in Old Orchard Beach in Maine had the handlebar version of Paperboy, and I played that a lot too.
Yeah, there was at the Jefferson Square Mall growing up. They had the handlebar Paperboy there as well.
Nice.
I mean, I think that was the only way you could play it in the arcade.
I'm pretty sure.
That's probably true. Yeah.
It's
my
my
turn.
good
Yeah.
game. I think it's my turn.
No.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
We're at 500 points. We're doing not NASCAR for 200 points.
Okay.
The stunning 3D combat racing game set in the distant future that is Stun Runner. Which, by the way, back in the day, the Lynx was the only way to play Stun Runner at home.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And the Lynx version was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good for a Lynx game.
Stun Runner, a fantastic game.
Yeah.
Just in general.
So
the stun is an acronym.
Yes.
Do you know what it means? Do you know what it stands for?
No. Do you?
Nobody's about to look it up.
You bet I do.
Googling it.
Of course I do. It stands for Spread Tunnel Underground Network.
Duh.
Obviously.
We're at 700 points.
Okay.
We're at a stunning 700 points.
Let's do Atari games for 200, please. The first fighting game by Atari, it was The Pits for fighting game enthusiasts. It's, of course, Pit Fighter.
Pit Fighter.
Which was not a good game.
That was the first game to use the sprites based on like film of people, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, it was digitized sprites.
Digitized sprites. That's the word I was looking for.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're at 900 points.
All right, let's go Potpourri of Ports for 2. The classic Psygnosis published Amiga puzzle game by DMA Designs. Is that Lemmings?
Lemmings.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a Lemmings on the
Lemmings. Yeah.
1100 points. All right.
No, Lomax.
Let's go not NASCAR for 300. The Outrun-like combat racing game set in the distant future. It's Road Blasters, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Gotta be Road Blasters.
That was a pretty good port too.
That's also a really good game.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
That was another mainstay at one of my local arcades.
Nice.
1,400 points.
Let's do Linked Up for 2.
I'm surprised at how well we're doing with this.
The 3-player arcade classic that combined Tetris with trackball controllers. That is Rampart.
Rampart. Correct.
Wouldn't that be Pong more than Tetris? How is Rampart Tetris combined with something?
You
Breakout?
You built
your fortress
with parts.
Tetris style blocks. Yeah.
I'm thinking of Warlords.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Which, hey, you want another 2600 game that's still crazy fun to play.
Mm-hmm.
Warlords is
Warlords.
it. Yeah. But yeah, Rampart, you used kind of Tetris pieces to create your fort.
Okay. We're at 1,600 points.
All right. Is it me?
Yep.
Let's go with Handheld Enchanted Castle for 300. The Flaptastic Classic. Oh. The
Joust.
Flaptastic.
Oh, Joust.
Now a
Joust.
Faptastic Classic.
Joust
is
correct.
It's Joust. There you go.
1,900 points. Let's do Atari games for 300. The American-style football game set 5 years before CD Projekt Red's action role-playing game. That's Cyberball.
Cyberball.
Wait. Cyberball.
It's
20
football in the 23rd century. I don't know if we need the full name, right? It's Cyberball. But
it's 2077 is Cyberpunk. So 2072.
2077 is Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the name of the game. Yeah.
Sure. I think Cyberball is probably just fine. But anyway, it's Cyberball.
Yes. Cyberball. Tournament
2072.
Huh.
Are we giving it?
Interesting.
We're giving it to us. Yeah.
Okay. We forgot the word
points.
tournament.
Everybody forgets the word tournament. It's Cyberball.
It's Cyberball.
Back to me, yes?
Yeah.
Let's do Atari games for 4. It's taking its time loading up.
Wow.
The 3D robot-filled maze shooter with a unique twist on traditional arcade controls, conceived as a sequel to Gauntlet.
Oh.
Is this Zybots?
That sounds like it could be.
I think it's Zybots.
Let's say Zybots. It
is Zybots.
Well done. Did you know that, or are you just guessing because you knew the name Zybots?
I knew Zybots, and I knew it was
an Atari games
3D
game
maze with robots.
Okay.
I did not know that it was conceived as a Gauntlet sequel.
No, I've never played it, so I was curious if you even knew about the 3D maze with robots.
Yes, yeah. The only part I did not immediately know was the Gauntlet bit.
Okay. 2,600 points.
All right. Potpourri.
I had a Lynx, man. I played the Lynx.
The classic Psygnosis published Amiga game known for its beastly difficulty.
Shadow of the Beast.
That Amiga game that we all thought would be amazing. It's pretty bad.
Which I forgot that was ported to Lynx.
2,900 points. All right. We're doing Lynxed up for 300. The 3-player Bally Midway arcade alien infestation game.
Xenophobe.
Phobe. Yeah.
Xenophobe.
I loved the original arcade Xenophobe. The NES one was
terrible.
So bad. And the Lynx one is outstanding.
3,200 points.
We're back to me, yes? Handheld Enchanted Castle for 4, please. The game that starts in Peoria, good old Peoria, Illinois. And very shortly after, it's like 2 or 3 levels in, you end up in my hometown of Joliet, Illinois.
Yeah.
Where you get to destroy Joliet's many, many giant skyscrapers, which it does not have. That is, of course, Rampage.
I had no idea that took place in those places.
Yeah. Because it was developed in Chicago.
Right. Of course. Because Chicago was like a mecca of game development for a while.
Yes, it
was. Especially
was.
arcades, yeah.
3,600 points.
All right, let's do Potpourri Reports for 400. The Tecmo side-scrolling arcade game with the creepy continue screen.
Ninja
Gaiden, yeah.
The continue screen has Ryu like strapped down to a table.
The blade.
It's a giant buzzsaw.
Right.
Coming down, yeah. And if you don't continue, the buzzsaw kind of hits his chest and the screen kind of goes all red. There may be a scream. I can't remember.
We're at 4,000 points. I'm going with Not NASCAR for 400. We can't lose, by the way.
Oh,
The Outrun
Nice.
like combat racing game that featured hovercraft boats instead of cars. Is that Hydra?
oh, I don't know.
Boats
Oh.
instead of cars. I think it might be Hydra,
Hydra?
but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure of this.
I don't know. Let's say it. Hydra is
Hydra.
correct.
Hydra.
Nice.
Look at that.
100
Congratulations.
points. This is less about knowing Lynx games than knowing arcade games.
That's very true.
Well, I mean, the Lynx had a bunch of arcade ports.
Yeah.
It did.
We're to me, yes.
Yes.
Let's finish up the 400s. Linked up for 4, please.
Okay.
The up to 8-player GUI launch title that was later ported to the Sega Genesis. That's Todd's Adventures in Slime World.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I had no idea that was 8 players.
I didn't
Exactly
either.
the game we were talking about last week with Victor.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
4,800 points.
All right, let's do Atari games for 500. The hard flying helicopter simulator.
Oh,
Is it
What was this
LHX?
called? No,
think
is that it?
LHX was a Sega CD game, wasn't it?
No, it was not.
No. Oh
No,
is it just called LHX, or
I
is
don't
it like
know, but I think the LHX is in the name.
LHX Chopper? Something maybe? I don't know.
I think that's what it is. Electronic Arts brought it to the Genesis, but I'm pretty sure it was an Atari game.
Okay.
Let's say LHX then.
Okay.
Steel
Steel Talons.
My bad.
Oh well.
Down to 4,300. Let's do not NASCAR for 500.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
The top-down driving game starring Officer Bob.
APB.
APB.
All
Points,
points
Bob.
bulletin.
4,800 points.
All right.
It's all you, Phil.
Handheld Enchanting Castle for 5, please. Taking its time.
Yeah.
We'll see it eventually. The Taito Classic featuring buttons for fast draw and slow draw, not to be confused with an American breakfast cereal. This is Captain Crunch.
I've never heard of this.
No, this is not Captain Crunch.
No, it's Cheerios.
Honeycomb.
Fast draw and slow draw.
Sugar Crisp.
I don't. Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Lucky Charms.
Smurfberry Crunch.
Frankenberry.
Fruity Pebbles?
Pac-Man. Pac-Man cereal.
Super Nintendo breakfast system.
Corn Pops?
Grape nuts.
Honeycomb.
Grape nuts.
I already said honeycomb.
Did you say honeycomb already? That's okay. Honeycomb deserves a second shout out. Fruity Pebbles.
I loved honeycomb. That was my cereal when I was a kid.
Is that right?
Oh yeah.
So I guess we don't know this
We don't
one?
know this one. Although if we did say any of them that were right. Oh,
Go
Kicks.
Kicks.
Oh, see, when it said fast draw, I thought like draw your gun.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Same.
Okay.
The cereal Kicks. Kicks the game is QIX. The cereal is KIX.
All right.
true.
Kid
4,300
tested, mother
points.
approved.
It's all you, Siege.
All right. Potpourri of ports for 5. The Tecmo side-scrolling arcade game without the creepy continues screen.
Rygar.
Without.
Without the creepy continues.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I believe this
Rygar.
is Rygar.
Yeah.
Rygar is right.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. We're at 4,800 points. Let's see if we can crack 5,000. Linked up for 500. The up to 6-player racing game that was reimagined for the Atari Jaguar.
Ooh.
A checkered flag?
Oh.
Maybe?
I think that might be right.
That might be correct.
That's the thing that pops to mind. I know there was checkered flag on the Jaguar.
Yes,
do
there
it.
was.
Checkered flag is
Yeah.
Look at that.
5,300 points.
I'm going to say
That's pretty good.
this was a great quiz. Thank you so much for sending it in. I'm disappointed there was no Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure question.
I was waiting for Viking Child because that was the other Lynx game I owned.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. No Blue Lightning, although was Blue Lightning on Atari 50?
It might have been.
I think it might have been.
Yeah.
Oh, Warbirds.
I
don't know if Warbirds was
explored.
on Atari 50, but
I don't believe Warbirds
being
was.
such a
I
big
know
deal.
Scrapyard Dog is.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, really? Like
Scrapyard
okay.
Dog.
Was Kung Food on Atari 50?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think
Also,
it is.
no Batman Returns question.
God, that game's terrible.
It really is.
I have that, and I've tried to play it so many times. Can't make it out of the first level.
I got that game for free back in the day.
Oh man!
Oh,
You know why I
Atari
have
had.
I have it because it was in the EGM game closet, and I grabbed a handful of Lynx games out of that when we moved.
Nice.
And it's
nice.
God, it's terrible.
It is. It's bad. There, Atari had some promotion back in the day. It was maybe like buy 3 Lynx games and send in your receipts, and we'll send you a copy of Batman Returns. So I got a copy through that promotion, and yeah, it was terrible. I played the heck out of it. I don't think I ever actually beat it. I may have though.
That's one of those games that, looking back on it, if I had paid money for that,
Oh yeah,
I would have been pissed.
yeah. It was definitely
Not as bad as the game.com.
At least
Probably.
the game.com was good for some comedy.
Well, that's true. Alrighty. Well, I want to say a big thank you to hacker alias Falcon030 for sending in that quiz. That was a lot of fun. And I want to thank you, dear listeners, for supporting the show at patreon.com/P1podcast. And I hope everyone out there in Radio Land is safe and well. Hope your friends, family, loved ones are safe too. And we'll catch you again next week.
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.